This story is a very scary urban legend from Korea about a girl who was killed at night in an elevator. This case is very famous as the elevator murder. There was a 19-year-old Korean girl with the initials A, real name not mentioned, who attended an event at a university in a major Korean city. One night, he had to stay in the library to finish a project and made the girl come home late at night. The girl lived on the 14th floor of an apartment building not so far from the university. The project she was working on at the university was finished, then she rushed home and arrived at an apartment. She stood at the entrance and pressed the button to call the elevator. When the elevator arrived and the elevator door opened, he immediately stepped in and pressed the button to go to the floor he was headed for. Just as the elevator door was about to close, there was a man running towards the elevator. The man looked really tired and reached out his hand to stop the door from closing. Then, he stepped into the elevator and stood beside it. "Excuse me, do you live on the 14th floor?" asked the man, while looking at the lighted elevator button. "Yes," answered the girl silently. "Oh," the man said, smiling at her. "What a coincidence, I live on the 13th floor, only one floor different," said the man while pressing the elevator button number 13. Through the window in the elevator door, the girl only watched the floors passing upwards, and the two of them stood in silence and silence. The girl glanced at the boy a few times, then they happened to meet in one glance. The boy smiled sweetly at her, and the girl felt embarrassed and her cheeks turned red. Just then, the elevator stopped on the 13th floor. The elevator doors opened and the man stepped out of the elevator. "See you later," said the man with a smile. "Yes, with pleasure, until we meet again," replied the girl in a cheerful tone. Then the elevator doors closed, and suddenly the man turned and looked at him, and pulled something out of his suit jacket. It was a sharp kitchen knife. And the man said to the girl, in a threatening voice, "Hey, upstairs, I'm waiting for you." Then the man laughed like a madman, and the man ran towards the stairs leading to the 14th floor. The girl began to feel panic and fear. Then she pounded the elevator button hard and tried to stop the elevator, but her efforts were useless and she was desperate. When he reached the 14th floor and the lift doors opened, the man with the knife was already standing there, waiting for him, ready to kill him. In Korea, residents say that this case is not just an urban legend, but this case is a true story. It was reported that a girl with the initial A was found dead, stabbed to death in the elevator. Residents say that the worst part in this elevator death case is not the death of the girl, but the suffering she experienced with death threats on her way to the 14th floor, and the feeling of fear filled with despair, being trapped in the elevator while hitting the elevator button to stop. Then he knew that he would die on the 14th floor. Residents have claimed that in this case there was a reason why every elevator now available has a stop button.